Hi everybody, I'm Katie, I'm the Introverted Reader, and I promised you another video this week, and I'm sorry if you can hear noise outside while I'm filming. Someone has just decided to the Ben Laurie has finally decided to arrive. Oh, he's leaving now. That's okay. But anyway, if you hear noise outside, that's what that is. But today's video is going to be a review on 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. Now, if you've been following my channel for a minute, then you know that I have had this book on my radar for so long, and I kept saying that I was going to read it and I never actually got around to it. And it's literally been so embarrassing. It's been sitting on my shelf for the longest time. I have the whole series sitting on my shelf. Well, the series thus far. I don't know if it's gonna be just 3 books or there's a 4th one. I don't know. But I finally read it and it's so good. Okay, right. If you're not familiar with the premise, it's basically about this island called Fenburn. And in every generation in Fenburn, the queen gives birth to 3 babies, 3 triplets, right? And each one of these triplets has a different gift. One of them has a thing over animals. She can call animals to her and get them to do things for her and stuff like that. She has a connection with them. The other one has a affinity for the elements. So if it was raining outside, she could call the clouds away and it would be sunny. And the other one is a poisoner. She is basically immune to every possible deadly poison that there has ever been. And basically these 3 queens are separated from each other when they're of a certain age, and they're raised separately, and they basically are raised to hone their gifts, hone their talents, and they basically have to fight each other to the death because only one of them can be the ruler of this island. So they basically have to fight each other to the death using their powers to get the throne. Now, in this particular one, when I was reading this, I was sitting thinking to myself, right, I don't know which one of them I'm going to be rooting for. Maybe by the time I've finished, I'll have a general idea of which one of the 3 of them I want to root for. But to be perfectly honest, none of the 3 of them are very likable. I mean, I suppose Arsenault is okay. Arsenault seems to be the more normal of the 3. If you've read it, you understand what I mean. But I mean, I don't know, I have no idea which one I'm rooting for. And there's this temple, their religion, they follow this goddess, and there's all these priestesses, but they're kind of warriors as well. They kind of freak me out a little bit because they're very, very dangerous. And there's one in particular that is really, really ruthless, and she scares me. And I have no idea, it's kind of like Game of Thrones in the sense that there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of different factions, and all these different factions believe that they should be the ones, in charge of the island because, their way's the best way, whatever. And there's also the whole thing where you literally can't trust anyone. Everyone around you is either out to get you or wants to kill you or whatever, But, and going along with that, there is definitely a lot of political intrigue and a lot of political drama in here because like I said, there's a lot of different factions and a lot of them feel like they should be the ones that are in charge. And the queens are sort of fed these ideas that the other 2 are wrong. You know what I mean? The other 2 shouldn't be ruling. Clearly you're the strongest, you're the best one anyway. The other 2 were just, we're not here for the 2 of them. Everybody likes you anyway. We're all just waiting for you to win. I mean, there is one queen in particular that they say that to all the time, and they are so set on the fact that she is going to be the one that wins in the end. I'm not going to give away which one because we do not spoil things in this house. But yes, they're definitely sort of setting her up to be the winner, and they're claiming that the other 2 are just way too weak and there's no point. Another one of the sisters is slowly becoming unhinged. I'm actually reading the 2nd one in the series right now. I'm actually nearly finished it. I might actually have it in my wrap up, hopefully, if I can get my act together and finish it today. But she's just, I think it's mainly something happens to her at the end of this one. I'm not going to say what it is, but something happens to her and she comes back in the 2nd one and she is just slowly losing her mind. And I mean, like I said, there's a lot of like political intrigue and drama in this one. Not really so much action. In this one, there wasn't really a lot happening. It was just really them on their different areas, honing their gifts and sort of thinking about the year ahead. Because, and there's this like big ceremony, I think it's called the quickening. If that's, I should remember, I just read it, but from what I remember, it's called the quickening, and they basically have to stand up in front of everyone and like show off their gifts and stuff, and that got pretty intense. Like, this book does get pretty intense. It does get pretty bloodthirsty because Kendare Blake doesn't really hold back when it comes to like the violence and stuff, so be wary of that when you're reading it. There's a lot of violence. I'm trying to think if there's any other like trigger warnings I should warn you about. I can't fully remember right now, but if you've read this and you remember anything else, please leave it down there for someone to take note of. But if you're squeamish to like violence and blood and stuff, be wary when you're reading this. But overall, I did really enjoy this. I got through it pretty quickly. I mean, it helps that the font is nice and big. And the whole thing with the three sisters questioning whether or not they should be fighting each other because they have these memories of like growing up together, and they're just like, am I actually going to kill them? Like, do I actually have to? Like, it's very like, it's very like intriguing. It makes you think about a lot of things, like how far you're willing to go, you know, to get what you want. So I love that about this book, and I am really loving the second one. The second one is amazing. Like I said, I've almost finished it, so hopefully I can get my act together and finish it. But this one I gave 4 out of 5 stars. I really loved it. Let me know if you've read this yourself, so that we can discuss, and which one of them you're rooting for and why. Don't leave spoilers, but just say which one you're rooting for, because I don't know, just try and phrase it in such a way that you don't spoil anybody, because I don't want to have spoilers in the comments. That's it for my review of Three Dark Crowns. Before I sign off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the support on my last video. I put up the BookTube newbie tag a couple days ago, and just the response that I got, and we're up to, I got 10 more subscribers, so I am 35 subscribers in, and I'm literally over here like, what even? Like, I was reading all those comments, and I've tried to respond as much as I can. If I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry, but I have read it. So yeah, thank you. Like, yous nearly brought me to tears, honestly, reading all those comments and just being like, oh my goodness, why is everybody so nice to me? I don't deserve it. I'm a garbage can. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know if you've read this book. I will have my wrap up coming at the end of this month. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna be doing stuff for my birthday tomorrow. You might expect like a book haul soon, because your girl has got some birthday money and your girl is gonna go to Waterstones and go ham. She always does. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you all in my next video at the end of the month. Bye!